Recording now. The recording is on. So let's start. So I'll be sharing my screen.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
And please mute your microphone, Tata. You don't have to say okay. So this is the compiler. Okay. All right. Now let's begin. Do you have my screen? Yes. Okay. So what is list basically? Okay. Lists are used to store multiple items. Okay. What is list? It is used to store multiple items. And lists are, one of, four building types. Okay. So that is used to store collections of data. Okay. And like list, it's one of the, four building data types. So the other types are, like it's a tuple. Okay. Similar as, list, we have tuple, we have sets, and we have dictionary. Okay. And these all have different qualities, okay, and uses. So there are differences. Like this is immutable list. So immutable means you cannot modify once created. Once created, cannot can modify. So when you need such a list, you use tuple. Similarly, there is the sets and dictionary. Let's not get into the details. Let's consider that we have four building types. Okay, that you need list. Okay, you need to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay, you need to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay, then you go with the list, you go with the tuple, you go with the sets or dictionary as per the requirement. So in this case, we are talking about list. Let's say, I want to create a list of fruits. Okay, so I will name it meaningful. I will give a meaningful name to the list. It's a fruits, and in the square bracket, I can provide names of the fruits like apple, then banana, then mango, then kiwi. So here, group of fruits. It has a common name. Okay, fruits. Alright, it's also called array. Okay, it's same as array, but not exactly array because array has different properties. So now let's understand. Okay, the items inside the list. Okay, these are first thing ordered. The items inside the list are, first thing it's ordered. Next thing it is changeable, meaning that you can change the items. Okay, you can change the list. You can modify this list. You can remove banana. You can, instead of banana, you can replace banana with some other fruit named pineapple. Okay, and it allows duplicate values. Allows duplicate, meaning there could be two mango present in the list. Okay, so there could be duplicates. All right, and list items are indexed. Okay, so let me put it here. Items are indexed. So what does it mean, index meaning? Index meaning that in this one you can provide the positions. Like in the list, what position is apple? In the list fruits, the position is 0. What position is banana? Position is 1. What position is mango? 2. What position is kiwi? 3. Now remember, list always begins with the position 0. Okay. Same as array. So if I need apple, okay, I need to access that apple, okay, using position 0. Okay, as a banana is at position 1, I need to use this position index. Okay, so atoms are indexed in this case. Okay, so the first atom, if you want to print, example, let's say, if you want to print first atom, print first atom. So first atom is always at position 0. Okay, so how do you print it? It's a very simple. You have to just say here print and name of the list, okay, and then brackets, square brackets, position. The positions are given in square brackets. So you mention index 0. So in the fruits, okay, in the fruits you mention 0 and then apple will be printed. Okay, so now these are the properties for the list items. So let's discuss these properties that we have here, that we say the list items are ordered. What does it mean ordered? You know, so the ordered meaning that when we say that lists are ordered, it means that items have defined order and the order will not change. Okay, okay. If you add a new item to a list, okay, the new items will be placed at the end of the list. Okay, let's say ordering means what? You put the apple at first position. It will remain in the first position. Okay. You put the banana at second position. It will be found at this one position. Always. So that is called ordered. Okay. And if you put any new item to the end of the list, it will be found at the end of the list only. Okay, so where you keep the items, it will be found at the same position. Okay, all right. So now let's see the next property, changeable. So what is changeable? So changeable is meaning that we can change items, like we can add, remove items in list. So let me just put here. We can add items, we can remove items, or we can change items. So let's say I want to add new item to this list, okay, for example. So what I can do, I can append the new fruit to the list. So I can say pineapple, and it will be added to the list. Okay, so list can grow, okay, or you can remove the items, okay, using remove function. Okay, let's say two mangoes are present in the list. I want to remove all mangoes from the list. I can use remove function. So that we can see, okay, soon, but actually we have to first understand the properties. Other property is it allows duplicates. That means list can have duplicates. Means let's say the list can have mango, then apple, Then again I can have mango. Okay. Two times here in the list we have mangoes. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. What duplicate means.
Yes, yes.
Now let's see the length. Okay. Let's take the properties of it. Okay. Like what is length? Okay. So first thing first, what we do is, we write a programming here. First, we will comment all these things because we have seen the theory part in here. Okay. Now I want to find the length. So find length of the list. So here you have to create first length. Okay. Here you have to create first length. So first we will, sorry, here we have to create first list. So fruits list we are going to create. So in this one, I'm going to put mango, apple, pineapple, and then so let's say this list has 100 plus items. Okay, you cannot count it all by yourself. Okay, you cannot simply count all the items manually because there could be 1,000 items in the list. There will be 10,000. So it's not easy to count all the items. So how do you find the length of the list? So it's quite easy. Only thing what you have to do is use length function alien. So, alien function will return or it will count itself, okay, the items in the list and it will return you the number. So I'll say number of fruits, okay. So number of fruits, I'll store it in number variable or X variable, okay. And then I can print this X. So number of fruits in the list, and then I can say comma X. So this X is a number and this is a string. You understand? X is a number and this is a list. This is see, X is a number and this is a string. So you use comma in here, okay, to join it. And now when you run this, okay, it's running. You will see number of rows in the list is 4. If you count it, you will see it's a 4. If you add one more item, let's say we add strawberry. And now this number, it will be 5. The number of items in the fruits list is 5. So let's run this. Okay, now you can see number of fruits in the list 5. Okay, so this is how you can find the length. Okay, you can find the length. So how many types of list you can create? You can create different types of list. Okay, so let's put it here. Types of list. You can create string list. Okay, you can create, let's say, fruits is a string type. So let me just do copy and paste it here. This is a string. You can create, like even list. It's a even number list. Okay, so like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so these are all even numbers. So ultimately, this is like a number list. Okay, and another is, we have Boolean list. So Boolean list means, like it's a true false. Okay, so we can say it's a Boolean. Okay, so Boolean list. So you can name it anything. Okay, I can name X also. So I can say here true, false. false, true. Okay. So this is like, you are storing in here true, false values. Okay. So a list can have, different data types. Okay. So it means that you can have like mixed, data types like list, which contains strings, integers, and Boolean values. Okay. So let's do that. Like we can create a list with, string values, integer values, and Boolean values. Boolean means true and false. So let's create, Y list, which can have numbers like say apple. First we have strings apple, then numbers. Okay, two. Then we can have four, and then we can have mango. Then we can have Boolean value true. Okay. So as you can see, this list, kind of have all the, different types of numbers. Okay. So, in the Python, list are, defined as objects with, like data type at list. So if you want to know what is the type for the list, okay, then you can do like this. Okay. So you can say in here, list type. I want to know. Okay. So what do you do? You can here, first let me just, get these fruits and paste it here, and let me here print the type of the fruits. Okay, so fruits is the name of the list. So type is a function. So type is a function that I'm passing in name of the list. Okay, I want to know the type of this list, fruits. So let's, comment this one. We don't want to length anymore now. Okay, let's run the code. Okay, now you can see the returning type, the, list. Okay, even this one, if we do copy and paste it here, and I print the type of the list even. Okay, let's run this one now. See, it's returning the list only. Okay, so what we know from this, that lists are defined as objects. Okay, lists are defined as objects. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we can create list. Okay, and we can know like collection data types. Okay, in Python, in short. Okay, and then we can, print the list. Okay, like how to change the items, how to add items, okay, how to remove items, okay, that everything we will see now. So, let's first see what is list. Okay, so from the top, okay, so we have seen list. It's used, to store multiple items. Okay, and tuple, what is tuple? Which is ordered, but it's unchangeable. It's immutable means unchangeable. Okay, it's unchangeable. List is changeable, and what is set? Set is also unchangeable. Okay, but it doesn't have indexes. Okay, this list has indexes. Okay, so let me just put it. This is have index. This one is also have index, but sets doesn't have index. Okay, doesn't have index. That means it's unordered. That means it's not ordered. Okay, so if you put item first, every time I'm printing, I'll be seeing first apple. Next time I'm printing, I'm seeing first mango. So that's called unordered. Okay, no ordering is there. All right, and with dictionary, it doesn't allow duplicates. No duplicates. So these are the properties, so that's why we can say that that there are four collection data types. Okay, there are four collection, okay, data types. As per our need, we can use any one of them: list, tuple, sets, dictionary. Okay, all right. So, choosing this, data type, collection type, it's useful to understand, the properties of them first. Choosing the right one, okay, for a particular data, okay, it means, understanding of first all these collection types, okay. So these list and tuple and set dictionary, I hope you understand the differences, okay. Let me tell you one more time. List, it is ordered, okay. Okay, let me put it in here. It's an ordered one. Let me make some, space there. So it's an ordered one. Okay, it's changeable. You can change. Okay, and other thing, it allows. See, hold on. We first go for the tuple. So what is the main difference between? Okay, it has index. Okay, it has index. Tuple, it's unchangeable. Okay, it has index, unchangeable. It has index. Unchangeable means you cannot, change it once it is created. Then we have sets. Sets, it doesn't have index. That means it makes it unordered. Okay, unordered means every time you print, you see different orders. Okay, it's unordered, doesn't have index, no index. Okay, and then with dictionary, it has, okay, it has no duplicates. Sorry, here it has no duplicates. Okay, so I hope this is clear now.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's see how to, access the items from the list. Okay, so when you want to access, the items from the list, you should refer the index number. All right, so let's, comment all these things. Okay, up to this one. All right. So, pay attention, please. In here, how to access the list items. Okay. So list items are indexed first. Okay. So you have to know that list items are indexed, meaning that every item in the list, it has some numbers attached. Like, you go to school, you have numbers attached to you, numbers given to you. Okay, it's called roll number. Every student has a roll number. So every items in the list has, its own number. Okay, you can call it as roll number. Okay, so, if we say Tatak, then you raise your hand. If we call your roll number 15, you raise your hand. So, by number also I can access you. Okay. So let's create the fruits list. So how about we just copy it? Okay. We have here fruits list. So I just copy it. Let me help you with the index. So here the mango is at position 0, apple is at position 1, pineapple is at position 2. Kiwi is at having number 3, and strawberry having number 4. Okay. So if I want to print the apple, I have to mention in here first list name, and in square brackets I need to put 1. So then only it can print one apple. Okay, so as you can see in here, it's printing apple. If I change, one, two, two, okay, there are three maybe. So it should print, at third position. See, 0, 1, 2, 3. The list always starts from 0, okay? So here 3 means not the third item. Here third 3 means it's a fourth item in the list. So it should print kiwi. See, you understand how to access the items? So the first item is always at position 0. The first item is at position, 0. Okay. So mango is at position 0. Let's say you want mango, then you can here say print fruits 0. Then you'll get mango. Let's run the code. Let's say I want to print last one. Okay, but I don't know its position. Okay, let's say I want to print the last item. Okay, so last item, how do you print? Last item, how do you print? You use -1. Okay, so let's do that. Fruit, and then you do -1. So it should print, yes, last item. So last item, -1. -1 means it starts from the last. See, here it prints strawberry. Do you see? Because we have given here negative indexing. When you say -2 means it's a second last. Okay, this is the last. -2 means it's a second last. So second last is kiwi. You understand? So second last is kiwi. Okay, and now let's say I want to print from apple to kiwi. Okay, so I want to print like range. So what do you do? I want to print the range of indexes. So from index, let's say for example from 1 to 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, apple, pineapple, and kiwi, I want to print. Okay. So with the single print statement, how do you do that? Print name of the list fruits. Okay. You want to start from 1 and you want to print up to 4, not 4. Okay. 4 is excluded. Up to 4 is kiwi. Okay. Up to 4 is kiwi. So you mention in here 4. Okay. When you mention 4 doesn't mean it prints the least item at the position 4. No, it excludes the fourth item, meaning up to 4, whatever it is there, it will be printed. From 1 to up to 4. Okay, 1 to 4. So 1 to 4 means apple, pineapple, and kiwi, not strawberry. So let's run the code. See, you can see in here, apple is printed, pineapple, a kiwi, but at position 4, we have strawberry. It didn't print. It didn't print the strawberry. Okay. All right. So now, you can provide, let's say I want to print from start of the list up to pineapple. Okay. So let me just here say from 1 to 4, but skip, but not fourth. Okay. But not, let's say from 1 to 3. Okay. It will be easier. So list items will be printed from 1 to 3. Okay. Okay, what is the syntax in here? We didn't put here comma. Okay, here we have to use, actually it's not number, so we have to use plus. Plus will join. Okay, what is the problem in here? We have to refresh the page type, okay, because it's a lot of code. So I'll be copying it, right? Okay, all right. Code is already there. And let's, comment all this one first. Okay. And now let's run the code. What does it say? Can only, okay, just do one thing. We can use in, before we have used here, comma, let's see that. No, let's split it, okay? Let's split it. So we can say print from 1 to 3 in here, first print, and you want the output in the next line. So we say end is equal to, okay, and then in the print, this print statement, okay, we can remove this. Okay, this could be some editor's problem. Okay, so let's do that. Let's run it now. I hope there is no issue. Oh, there's an editor issue in here. Okay, it's asking us to refresh the page again and again. So let me just copy all this one, paste it in file, okay, and refresh it and just keep the code that we need it. Okay, so I'll be deleting all the code except this one that we are working on. So let me just do it. Okay, this much we are going to need it. All right. Okay, we get rid of this now. Okay, so let's just print first if it prints the, like 1 to 4. Okay, it's printing now. Okay, then why it's not printing the string? Let me print the string from 1 to 3. Okay, now it's a simple message. Let me see if it prints. See, it's not printing the message. It's just a string, okay? But it's not printing. Let's keep it then. Let's not print this message, okay? All right. So after running this, see, now it's again giving us problem. There is a, editor issue, guys. So don't worry. Okay. So we can do it in Visual Studio Code also. Okay. Let's switch to, Visual Studio Code. Okay. So let me open the Visual Studio Code on my machine. It opened already. Okay. Let me just open the folder first. I'll create a folder by your name. So let me just go to Python folder and all right. So in this one, I have to create a folder. It's all practicals. Okay. Without codes. Okay. Without Python codes. And now let me just open this folder. Okay. All right. So it's ready now. Let me just share my screen. Let's not use online editor. Okay. It's causing problem. Okay. So let me share my screen one more time. You also, when you face any problem, no? So you, in that case, you switch to the offline mode, okay? All right, so let me just share my screen. Visual Studio Code this time. Okay, I hope you have my screen. So let me just create in here this new file. So we are learning list. So I will give it name list dot py, my list dot py. Okay. So in this one, I am writing in here the code that it I have done. Okay. So I will be pasting in here the code that I worked. So, let's test this code now. Okay, let's run this code. So, all I have to do is, click this run button. First save it and then run. So, I'm getting this message here. Please check. From 1 to 3, this message is printing. Okay, and now let's check it on the same print statement that we used to get error there. Okay, actually, it was not our mistake. Actually, it was the problem from the online editor compiler. Okay, if it's written two strings are there, you can use plus. Okay, and if it's a number, then you can use comma. So let me try with the plus first. Okay, so let me save it and then run it. All right, you can only, okay, see, you can concatenate strings. Okay, not list. All right, so in this case these are not strings, so that's why if you want, you can use in here comma. Let's check it out. Okay, it's printing the output. If it's not clear to you, let me clear it first. Let me rerun this program. See, it's giving us output from 1 to 3. Okay, before in the online editor we had used this comma, but it throw error. Okay, but this time, see in here, register code, it's not giving us any issues. Okay, so let me help you understanding this, how the plus when to use and comma when to use. So actually, plus you use it when you want to join two strings. Let's say first name, your first name. Say like, let's say X is, ABC. Okay, and Y is, PQR. I want to join this into Z. Z is equal to, X plus comma, and then, sorry, not commas, Q space, and then plus Y. So now you can understand here, actually we are joining two strings, X and Y. So we are using plus in here. Okay, so it's called concatenation. Okay, we concatenate. We join X and Y, and after joining, we put it in Z. Okay, so that's called concatenate. So this is like printing list from 1 to 4. So 1 to 4 means what? See, let me just copy this one more time because it's on top. So we'll put it in here. Okay, see. All right. So we have, let me just put it here. So we have fruits here and we are printing. Let's say I want to print, from start to kiwi. Okay. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to say print is from start up to kiwi. Okay. I want kiwi also in the output. So what I'm going to do? I'll say fruits, from start. So start is always, you don't have to mention zero in here. Okay. You do, no issues. Kiwi is at position, let me just copy its positions also, it will help you understand the better, see, kiwi as put its at position, uh you know 2. Okay, so let's put it here 3. Okay, so when you give 3, it's not printing position third list, it's going to print up to strawberry. So let's print it. Let's run the code. Okay, it's printing, see, mango the first item, then apple, then pineapple. Okay, not but not kiwi. If you need kiwi also, okay, then you need to mention in here. Okay, this is 0. Oh, sorry. Here apple is at position 1, pineapple is at position 2, kiwi is at position 3. Okay, you need kiwi also.